That's it, well done, excellent, excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it brings us to the next part of our proceedings. Some might say it's the main act.
Yeah.
Please give a huge, rapturous welcome for the next speech of the afternoon, Mr. Stephen Farmer!
This might take a little while, never mind. Good afternoon. Maureen and myself would like to welcome family, friends to the wonderful magical wedding of Karen, our daughter, and Simon, our son-in-law. For those of you that don't know me, I've forgotten the bit already. For those of you who don't know me, but most of you do, my name is Steve, and I cannot tell you how proud I am today, representing my beautiful daughter on the happiest day of her life, and the father of the bride. Those of you that do know me know that I'm a man of few words, certainly not one for speeches, but I couldn't let this special day go by without saying a few words about my darling daughter, and it's my absolute pleasure to stand here today. Well, it's debatable. What a beautiful day it's been so far, and what an emotional one too. I've been doing my best to hold it together, but seeing my little girl looking so beautiful and grown up, and starting her incredible new chapter in her life, well, let's just say it's a good job I don't wear makeup. A huge thank you to everyone, a huge thank you for everyone for travelling here today, for those of you who have taken time off work and school to join us. This day wouldn't be the same without each and every one of you. It means the world to us all, and I know it means the world to Karen and Simon. They planned, prepared and worked so hard for the past 2 years to have a vision of a special day, and everything you see around you today makes their dream come true. And I'm sure you will now agree how spectacular it's been looked. Well done to you both, and a special word on Karen. You certainly did your level best to leave no stone unturned. With such beautiful attention to detail for everything. Your organisation skills throughout your life have certainly come to show. You've been proven today to undertake the biggest event of your life. Thank you to everyone who's made this wonderful day possible, whether you've helped lead up to the wedding, whether it's in a big way or a small way, doesn't matter. All of you have taken part to make sure this day is so special and enable this beautiful fairy tale wedding. The wedding, of course, is a time for joy, to celebrate with friends, family, gather to see the happy couple off on the start of their new lives. But at this time too, our thoughts invariably turn to those people who have meant so much to us and helped shape our families, but sadly are no longer here today. The beautiful ladder display over there. The beautiful ladder display, lovingly done by Karen and Simon, shows how much they've loved and always will remember, are in our hearts throughout the day today. I don't need to tell you just how special Karen is. If you're here today, you already know that's true. She has this magical way of lighting up a room, not just with her smile, but her warmth, her humour, and little spark of mischief that I've been keeping on my toes. She's been keeping me on my toes since she was a kid.
It's not going to stop, Pop.
Yeah. She's always someone who's cared deeply about people in her life, who's never been afraid to chase her dream, and who has had this unstoppable determination to make the world a brighter place wherever she goes. You've grown into such a wonderful person, beautiful on the outside, but so kind. With the heart of gold and someone who makes the world a much better place by just being in it. The kind of person any parent would be proud to say, "You're my daughter." Watching you grow up has been one of the greatest privileges. You're so kind, smart, and the strength you show throughout your life when times have been hard, I've always admired. I know you always haven't been the most. I know I haven't always been the most emotional dad or expressive dad, but I hope you know how proud I am and how much I love you.
I do. Love you too.
You've dreamed about this day for so long as I can remember, and watching you today, glowing and looking so happy, it's hard not to feel a lump in my throat, and not just because of the speech I'm making.
You're doing a grand job, Bob.
Karen, you look absolutely beautiful. Today, you look like a princess who's found her prince charming and whose dreams have finally come true. On the day you were born, I remember being the first person to hold you in my arms and help wash you
Oh, God.
42 years ago.
Sorry, folks. That's a bit too much information.
Your mum had been given birth to you by caesarean and was under general anaesthetic, and I know she'd always remember how having your warm face put near hers. She couldn't open her eyes because of the anaesthetic, right? But she loved it. You were such a loving, happy child, and your character was also displayed a real comedian. You had an ability to make everyone laugh with your humour and antics. You cared deeply for your family with such thoughtful ways to everyone. That it was no surprise, whilst during a visit to Maureen's mum, Nanny Betty, in hospital, you befriended an elderly lady in the ward who you would go and sit down and talk with. You had a very unique and special way of brightening someone's day, and whilst telling her you did tap dancing, she asked if you would do one for her. So, on the next visit, tap shoes in your hand, you just did that. Needless to say, she was absolutely delighted.
Yeah, she was.
Right?
She was.
That's you, Karen. A kind and generous to a fault.
No.
Right. When you were 10 years old, getting a bit older, we were lucky enough as a family to take part in a TV programme called Catchphrase, if any of you can remember it. And we made it through to the final. The prize was a holiday to Australia, but we had to answer all the catchphrases that we selected. We'd only got one left to find the answer and guessed everything we could think of. With only 2 seconds to go, who do you think got the right answer? Karen. She said the missing catchphrase was happy event, winning us the dream holiday.
You've got it.
How appropriate was that catchphrase, as it is certainly a happy event today, no more so than when she was born.
Bless you.
The greatest achievement as she got older was getting her degree at university. Nothing through her life has ever come easy, and she had to work really hard for this. So we were so proud at that moment, not just for her, but for ours too. I'm not sure what I meant, but anyway. Seeing you by my side with Simon, we're filled with so much love together, which you show, Simon, you really do. For each other, as a parent, a dream come true for Maureen and myself. I know that tradition dictates that at this point I supposedly welcome Simon into the family, but the truth is,
No, hang on a minute.
the truth is that we have known him for the last 9 years, and from the day one, he's always been part of our family. He just fitted. However, it is important on this day for Maureen and myself, a special day, when we're delighted to officially welcome Simon into our family. Welcome, Simon. Oh, you've also passed the ultimate test. Maureen likes you. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, Simon. But truly, you've won our hearts, not just our daughters, but ours as well.
Yeah, got to start with mother-in-law first.
Exactly. Seeing how happy you make our daughter, right, it's all we've ever wanted for her. You're happy to join in with whatever's going on. You have a joke all together, and just as important, you're an expert on gadgets. Thank Christ. You've got a sociability. You're a sociable person, and that, in fact, has brought me out of myself a bit. Not a lot, but a bit. For the first time we met you, I could see what made you so special. You're thoughtful, genuine, and you've got that steady calmness about you that balances Karen perfectly. You don't just fit into our family, you've added to it in ways we didn't even know we needed. From the moment you came into Karen's life, it was clear you were the special one. You didn't just love her, you understood her.
God help you. Well done.
And both of you know Karen isn't just a woman. She's a force of nature. Right. She's clever, compassionate, and a little stubborn sometimes. But that's part of what makes her so remarkable. And seeing the way you love her, not despite these qualities, but because of them, fills my heart with joy. You've got the knack of keeping her grounded while still letting that shiny spark through. You respect her, you support her, and most importantly of all, you know how to handle her competitive nature. Honestly, anyone who can survive a family game night with Karen and come back for more deserves a medal.
Don't know what you mean, Dad.
To us, one of your best qualities is how you have the ability to make Karen laugh. As everybody knows, you're always there to lift her and support her dreams. Simon, in 2022, I was honoured when you approached me to ask Karen's hand in marriage and entrusted me with looking after the engagement ring on our holiday to Lake Garda, where you proposed. It's clear to see how much you love Karen and will always look after her. As a parent, we honestly couldn't ask for any more. Simon, I'm so happy Karen has found someone who loves her unconditionally and treats her kindness with respect. Thank you for being the person you are.
Thank you.
Right. A few words of wisdom. Not many. As most of you know, Maureen and myself will be celebrating our golden anniversary on the 28th of June. So here's a bit of advice for someone who has been married for nearly 50 years. Life is unpredictable. There's highs, there's lows, and there'll be times when life feels much harder. On those days, remember to be kind to each other, hold each other's hands, think back to the vows that you've made to each other today. You'll get through it together. And finally, remember that it's the little things in life that matter the most. Not the big gestures, but everyday kindness. Like letting the other person have the last slice of pizza, even if you really wanted it. Yes, Karen.
Depends what pizza.
These are things that build lifetime together. Enjoy and remember the moment forever. Your love story is testament and power of fate and everlasting relationship. Right, last thing, let's raise a glass to Karen and Simon. Karen, you've always been the little girl, the princess, with the whole, whilst today you are now taking a new title, wife. You never lose that special place in my heart, and Simon, thank you for loving her the way she deserves. May your lives be filled with love and laughter. So, I'd like to propose a toast to the happy couple, and know that everyone here will want you to join me in wishing you a long, happy and healthy future together. So could I please ask you to be upstanding, raise your glass to the bride and groom.
Bride and groom.
Bride and groom.
Well done, Dad. Thank you. Well done. Really proud of you. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, good enough.
Who's upset her?
Don't get on the wrong side of her.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're not only spoiled, as with most weddings, by one handsome best man.
Not so page, Jeff.
You have two handsome best men, and for 20 quid, I'll say whatever you want. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Kevin and Krista.
Well, yeah. Well, so thanks for all them speeches. Don't worry, we'll keep it short.
Right, so for those that we don't know or haven't yet met, we're the best menses, Kev and Tris. Granted, it's somewhat unusual to have two best men. In all honesty, I think I'm here just to keep the reins on Kev. It was Kev's fault, being a well-used phrase over the years. Regardless, it's an absolute honour for us to stand before you today, supporting our groom and making sure that he presents to the camera at the right moments.
As Si says earlier, the three of us met over 30 years ago, but admittedly we haven't been in contact all of that time. We've all been and done our separate ways, but more of that is to come later. Still, it does feel a very long time, and others could count themselves lucky, really, that they haven't had to put up with Simon's constant nattering for as long as that, because we all know he loves a natter. I'd also like to say, I know Karen is so proud of her bridesmaids. They all look lovely today, as we've said, but only outshone by the bride herself, of course. And no one fell flat on their face. Which, to be fair, I thought it could be me though. Yeah, there is still time that, yeah. We've also got to thank Karen's security, Lance. I have got to be honest though, I thought the body search was a bit too far, but you had your job. You've done it great. You taught him well. You taught him well. He was gentle.
Right. So yeah, we also want to give a big shout out to Steve and Maureen. Thanks for footing the bill. Seriously though, we have heard a rumour that you guys have even gone as far as booking out the rooms either side of Karen and Si, leaving them a bit of extra privacy this evening, which we thought was extremely considerate. So, not sure how many of you are staying tonight, but if you do happen to be walking past that and hear some dodgy noises, that'll probably be Si getting his Lego set out. Sorry about that, because we all know how much Si likes his Lego. We're looking forward to the free bar, Steve. Thanks very much. Not sure if you knew about that. And we just wanted to thank the team here at Howfield Manor as well. Thank you for making Si and Karen's, mainly Karen's, dreams come true. She is absolutely not a bridezilla, but our girl definitely knows what she wants, and she's done a great job today, so well done.
So, backstory of us. So the three of us lads started not out as friends, but as love rivals, sharing a common teenage lust for our Year 7 form tutor, Miss Armstrong. Oh.
Just for you, Si.
Who would learn quickly to stop bending over and picking up Si's repeatedly dropped pens on the floor. And I'm sure she wasn't surprised when she saw our names at the top of the list for the Duke of Edinburgh Award when we found we could go camping with her.
Yeah.
Outside of school, our formative years were spent in the woods. It was here in the woods that we discovered several vices. Kev taught all of us that if we smoked cigarettes, it would keep us all warm.
We're going to get warm in a minute.
Yeah, that stood us well into adulthood. That. After we'd finished long days in the woods building tracks, messing about in all manner of off-road vehicles, buggies, trials bikes, dumper trucks, I think, we'd sit around an open fire and learn about alcohol. Guy Fawkes night was a particular highlight, with Si deciding that launching rockets horizontally at the spectators was far more entertaining than the more traditional way. That's what you said.
You keep saying
Yeah.
You keep saying it's an accident.
By the way, I have heard that there might be fireworks later, so I'd stay well back, especially if he's anywhere near them. Kev and Si invested in a second-hand caravan, and that quickly became something rural den of iniquity. Of course, it had a banging sound system because this is Si, and we found that the small confines lent themselves well to smoke inhalation. And you can well picture the scene as we'd appear from the smoky van into the cold night, like when E.T. appears from the spaceship and wobbles down the ramp. That was often the scene.
So obviously walking home from the woods in the dead of night in all weathers often was an adventure. Climbing over barbed wire fences, trying not to fall in ditches either side of the road. Half cut with no cares in the world. Tempting to do a bit of cow tipping on the way home, only to go in there to the field and find they're all awake and they started surrounding us. One of us would normally end up getting caught in a tree or a bush, which then would start us laughing at a point of collapse, which were always good times.
Yeah, talking of getting in trees, getting caught up in trees reminds me of the time that I ripped my arse cheeks to shreds climbing a fence. And Si was really good. He took me back to his house and insisted that his dad, Chris, clean it up with hot water and cotton wool right in the middle of the front room. I still flinch whenever I smell Savlon.
And he really wanted to get that story in. Yeah, no, I've got to get that in. Not bang those, no photos of those ones, no. So, driving licence eventually secured, our freedom on wheels provides thrills and many spills. Scratching around for petrol money so we could go tearing around the quiet lanes. Then finding casual jobs to support nights out in the bright lights of Ashford and Maidstone. Tonics for drum and bass. Red Bull and vodka, Southern Coke, standing by the speaker. That's it, letting it all cool us down. But then, of course, your foolproof chat-up lines as well. Where's your boyfriend? At the bar. What's the problem?
Roll forward some years and life saw us each leave Little Betherston for pastures new. Jobs and women became new and significant distractions, and sad to say, as is often the case, before we knew it, a decade had passed with little or no contact. But then a remarkable thing happened. Coming out of his in-laws' house in Victoria Avenue one day, Kev's wife Laura asked, "Isn't that your mate Simon over there?"
Yep, It was. He looked a bit worn out and greyer. After all, it was a very new, passionate relationship, wasn't it? But it was very unmistakably Simon. I could tell from the nattering. Since meeting online, so I have spent more and more time with Karen at her home, literally right across the road. I still think today, what are the chances of that happening? Trish had moved back from Milton Keynes to Ramsgate, and so that after 10 years, we had all finally reunited.
In the intervening years, it seemed Si had somehow grown up to be the unique man you see before you today. Si is, we chose these words carefully, sincere, dependable, kind to everyone, and to us a best mate. And today, it's been a great pleasure to watch him become a husband to Karen.
Looking around today, it's apparent to all of us that Karen is a real family person. She is extremely loyal and generous. Excuse me. Karen is also a straight talker and often funny with it. She also needs to be applauded for putting up with Si's never-ending natter. She appreciates all his best qualities and forgives him his worst. Snoring and leaving the cupboard doors open. Apparently, what we found out on a stag night. Karen, you look absolutely stunning today. Si, well, you scrub up, mate. You scrub up, don't worry.
So, on a day where we're celebrating matrimony, we wanted to acknowledge that sometimes we're only truly complete with that special someone happily by our side. The right partner will bear witness to our true self. They'll be the salve to our scars and sunlight to our shadows. In good times, there to laugh and celebrate with us. In bad, a rock to hold on to and our reason to persevere. The best of partnerships acknowledge this publicly, and for me, that's what this marriage is. Acknowledgement that after all is said and done, Si and Karen believe their lives will be so much greater with each other in it, always and forever. We encourage you guys to hold these two as an example of what a marriage should be, and with that to help us to respect and support it always.
And we're not going to carrying on all the time, so would you please join me and raise a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Gilks. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, I know he's going to have to do it now.
Well done, guys. That was awesome.
Well done. Yeah, he did really well. Oh, excellent. Well done.
One more final few words. And on this day of all days, it really is the star attraction. Please put your hands together and welcome to her feet our stunning bride.
Right, okay, guys. So we've had lots of speeches, so I will keep mine short as possible. So just bear with. So everyone here today who knows me knows it's always been my dream ever since I was a little girl to get married and have the fairy tale wedding. And I've certainly had that today. I'm sure everyone can see and agree to that. But the best bit of all for me is I got to marry my Prince Charming. In you, Simon. Sorry. Breathe. Sorry already, and I've only just started. Apologies. Good Lord. Yeah, but don't panic because I'll be coming back to you, sweet. So, yeah, but I've got a couple of thank yous I want to do myself first. So I want to echo everything that Simon has said in terms of thanking my mum and dad for their continued, obviously, love, support, and making, obviously, everything today possible. So please, obviously, accept these as a small thank you for all that you've done. So, Mum, flowers are for you. I would give you a kiss, but I can't reach. Yeah. If you get Dad's bag, babe, yeah? That's it. Dad, this is for you. We'll be here all night otherwise, won't we? Bless him.
I get
Okay.
the little bag, she gets the big bag.
Yep. And obviously, Si's mum, Sue, she has travelled down from Scotland. Much appreciated, and thank you for everything. Your everlasting love, including me into your family, making me feel very welcome. It's very much appreciated, and
Giving you my son.
long may it continue. Indeed, absolutely. So accept these as a token of our thanks as well. Okay. Right, so, yeah, they're also for your mum. Okay. I'd like to thank my new sister-in-law, Alison, for the beautiful reading at the service earlier today. I know it was a big thing, so thank you. It's very much appreciated. So please accept this little gift as a token of our thanks. So thank you. I'd also like to echo the thanks to the bridesmaids. They have had their gifts this morning, so they're not being left out. But girls, you've supported me immensely through this process, and I really couldn't have done it without all of you by my side. So I love you all, so thank you very, very much, each and every one of you. Now, I'd like to draw everybody's attention to one particular person in this room, and they won't be expecting it. Expecting this. Why the hell am I crying? Good Lord.
Calm down.
Yeah, so I'd also like to say a very big thank you to a very dear old friend of mine, Lisa. You thought you got away with it? You should know me, mate. Now, Lisa and I go back many years from our college days, same as Terry, who's also travelled down from Scotland with her husband Sam, so thank you. Lisa has helped do all our wedding stationery, from the main invites to all the stationery you see around here today. On the bag. I want the flowers for Lisa. One job. Good Lord, one job already. God, he couldn't get that right, bless him. No, he's fine. Yeah, so nothing has been too much trouble for you. I know it's caused you sleepless nights, babe. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart and Simon's, thank you so much for your contribution to our day. The love, care and attention to detail and the patience you have shown has been amazing, and we love you very much. Please accept this as a token of our thanks. So yeah, thank you, lovey. Okay, so now you can do the blue bag. Now you can do the blue bag, it's fine. I also want to say thank you to the groom's team, obviously, for keeping him sane and getting him here on time, so well done, boys. So if we can have the best men gifts first, please. Yeah, you've got these to say thank you, yeah. Yeah, it was debatable. Yeah. So yeah, thank you, boys. Much appreciated for everything you've done. Obviously, in this dress, I can't get out and do it. Otherwise, yeah. But hey, and then the blue bag, please, babe. And then obviously to the groomsmen. My ugly brother, bless him. No, he's not ugly, bless him. No, but to my brother Paul, he's been amazing throughout this process. He's given me unconditional love and support and guidance. He's welcomed Simon into obviously the family as well, and really been my rock for the last 48 hours, definitely. So we couldn't have done it without him, and obviously without Claire, definitely. But so thank you, Paul. And then to my absolute champ, hello darling, Thank you so much. Like Uncle Simon said, you did a blinding job. So please accept this gift as a thank you from me and Uncle Simon, because you smashed it today. And we're very proud of you. Perfect. Yep. Okay, you'll be glad to hear I'm now slowly beginning to wrap up. However, finally now to Simon. I want to finish off by saying the biggest thank you to you. You restored my faith and trust in love when I felt that all hope was gone. Thanks, whoever said that. You picked me up and put me back together again and made me feel like there was hope in a relationship. So, as everybody's already heard about the date at Frank and Benny's, I won't repeat that, but from that day on, I knew that it was meant to be, and we've never looked back since. Our journey to this point, we've shared so many happy and some sad memories together, but it's only made us stronger. You are the only one that can make me laugh the way you do, calm me down when I get worked up, which is often, and make me laugh at the most inappropriate times. And for this, I adore you, so thank you. I'm so lucky and thankful to have found my soulmate, my best friend and lover, all wrapped up in one, and now I get to call you my husband too. I'll always have your back, give you the space and time to grow, and together we will grow as one. I will always love you, always and forever. So ladies and gentlemen, on that note, please raise your glasses to my new husband, Simon. To Simon. And now, let's party. That's it. Done.